Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Bachelor. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Golden Bachelor, did Gerry Turner ever truly commit to Theresa? Golden Bachelor couple Theresa Nist and Gerry Turner announced their divorce on Friday, April 12. It was clear that Theresa was smitten with Gerry from the start, but did he return her feelings? A body language expert says no. Keep reading to see why. Golden Bachelor couple announces their split. Viewers everywhere got a bit teary-eyed when they watched the couple from The Golden Bachelor get married in January. What has been dubbed the Golden Wedding was an emotional event. Now that the couple has called it quits, many people are wondering how committed they were to begin with. After all, the announcement of their divorce comes only 3 months after tying the knot. In an interview which aired on Good Morning America, Theresa and Gerry said that they didn't fall out of love. The couple cites their living situation and the distance between them being the reason for the separation. Theresa and I have had a number of heart-to-heart conversations, and we've looked closely at our situation, our living situation, and so forth, and we've kind of come to the conclusion mutually that it's probably time for us to dissolve our marriage, Gerry said. As they held hands, Theresa clarified that they looked for homes together, but never got to that point. Body language expert says Gerry Turner was never committed. While the announcement surprised many people, it didn't come as a shock to others, especially those who specialize in body language. Judah James, a body language expert, said that Theresa Nist always looked smitten when they made appearances in public. The Golden Bachelor, on the other hand, looked more detached. The body language expert said, "You do not pick your life partner from a group of competitive women in front of the TV cameras, and this almost sham marriage was clearly destined to unpick quickly, although this is probably quicker than most fans of the show might expect." There's a very idealistic suggestion that a single guy or woman who achieves high levels of fame from taking part in a TV show will cash in on that fame by falling for someone their own age, she continued. Overall, Judah James says that Gerry Turner's body language never showed that he was committed to Theresa in any way. At the same time, Theresa Nist's body language told an entirely different story. She pointed out that the split was not unexpected. Theresa clung on to him while he always looked detached, the expert pointed out. "It's sad the matchmaking process has not worked in this case," Judah James said, but the separation and lack of attachment between them looked worrying from the outset. What do you think about what the expert had to say about the Golden Bachelor couple? Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Gerry Turner had plans to move. What happened? Golden Bachelor Gerry Turner had plans to move to be with his new bride Theresa Nist. The two talked a lot during interviews about considering Charleston, South Carolina as their new home. After spending time in New Jersey, Gerry was reportedly even considering moving there. Now, neither of those options will happen as Gerry and Theresa are filing for a divorce. Just 4 months ago they were all in and he was willing to sell his lake house and move to be with the woman he loved. What changed? Keep reading to find out more. Gerry Turner had plans to move for Theresa Nist. What changed? Golden Bachelor Gerry Turner and Theresa Nist appeared to be the real deal, especially when they tied the knot on live television on January 4. Gerry had previously said he would move for love and was okay with that. In fact, the couple talked about relocating to South Carolina. When they first talked about this big move, Gerry said it was one problem solved they didn't have to worry about anymore. They seemed to be all in just a short 4 months ago. However, now they are filing for divorce. They appeared on Good Morning America where they broke the heartbreaking news to fans. When it was brought up that they were planning to move, Theresa said that they both tried their hardest to make things work while they were house hunting, but things took a turn. Theresa said, "We looked at home after home, but we never got to the point where we made that decision." Gerry also shared his thoughts saying, "The thing that strikes me the most in our conversations, it's been how dedicated both of us are to our families. So we look at these conversations and we both think it's best for the happiness of each of us to live apart." So in the end, the couple blames distance for ending their marriage. Many fans had been speculating that perhaps there was trouble in Gerry Turner and Theresa Nist's marriage over the past few weeks. It was revealed that they were living separately. As it turns out, they were right. While they are splitting up, Theresa and Gerry both say they will stay in each other's lives. They still say they are best friends and that they still love one another. The dream deferred, Gerry Turner's plans to move and what happened next. In the sprawling hills of Beverly Hills, where dreams are made and fortunes are lost, Gerry Turner found himself at a crossroads. The Golden Bachelor, as he was affectionately known in Hollywood circles, had spent years basking in the glow of fame and fortune, his name synonymous with success and glamour. Yet, amidst the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown, Gerry longed for something more, a sense of fulfillment that had eluded him in the world of red carpets and flashing cameras. It was on a balmy summer evening, as he gazed out at the twinkling lights of the city below, that Gerry made a decision that would change the course of his life forever. He had grown weary of the endless cycle of parties and premieres, the relentless pursuit of fame and fortune that had consumed him for so long. In his heart, he knew that it was time for a change, a chance to start anew and pursue his true passions. And so Gerry made plans to leave behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood in favor of a quieter, more contemplative existence. He dreamed of a life surrounded by nature, far removed from the hustle and bustle of city life. He envisioned himself living in a quaint cottage nestled in the countryside, where he could spend his days writing and painting, free from the pressures of fame and celebrity. For Gerry, the decision to leave Hollywood behind was both liberating and terrifying. He had spent his entire adult life in the spotlight, his every move scrutinized by the prying eyes of the media. The thought of leaving it all behind filled him with a sense of unease, yet deep down, he knew that it was the right thing to do. As he began to make preparations for his departure, Gerry found himself wrestling with conflicting emotions. On one hand, he was excited at the prospect of starting a new chapter in his life, free from the constraints of his celebrity persona. On the other hand, he couldn't shake the feeling of uncertainty that gnawed at him, the fear of the unknown looming large in his mind. Yet, despite his reservations, Gerry was determined to see his plans through. He sold his lavish Hollywood mansion and liquidated his assets, using the proceeds to purchase a quaint cottage in the countryside. He packed his belongings into boxes and bid farewell to the only life he had ever known, setting out on a journey into the unknown. For a time, Gerry reveled in the tranquility of his new surroundings, immersing himself in the beauty of nature and the solitude of his secluded cottage. He spent his days exploring the countryside, taking long walks along wooded trails and sketching the picturesque landscapes that surrounded him. He rediscovered his love for painting, spending hours at his easel lost in the creative process. Yet, as the weeks turned into months, Gerry began to feel the weight of loneliness bearing down on him. Despite his best efforts to embrace his newfound solitude, he couldn't shake the feeling of emptiness that lingered within him. He missed the hustle and bustle of city life, the energy and excitement of being surrounded by people. As the days stretched into weeks and the weeks into months, Gerry found himself questioning the wisdom of his decision to leave Hollywood behind. He missed the camaraderie of his fellow actors and the thrill of being in the spotlight. He missed the adulation of his fans and the sense of purpose that came with being a part of something greater than himself. Yet, despite his longing for the life he had left behind, Gerry couldn't deny the sense of peace and contentment that he had found in the countryside. He cherished the quiet moments spent alone with his thoughts, the simple pleasures of nature that had eluded him for so long. He knew that he had to find a way to reconcile his desire for fame and fortune with his newfound appreciation for the beauty of simplicity. And so, Gerry made a decision to strike a balance between his old life and his new one, to embrace the best of both worlds. He returned to Hollywood, albeit on his own terms, eschewing the glitz and glamour of celebrity for a more grounded existence. He continued to pursue his passion for acting and painting, finding fulfillment in the creative process, rather than the accolades red carpet. Once again, Gerry couldn't help but smile at the irony of it all. He had come full circle, returning to the world that he had once longed to escape, yet seeing it through new eyes. He had learned that true happiness could not be found in fame or fortune, but in the simple joys of life and the connections that bind us together. And so, as Gerry Turner stood amidst the flashing cameras and adoring fans, he knew that he had finally found what he had been searching for all along, a sense of peace and contentment that could only be found within himself. And as he looked towards the future, he knew that whatever challenges lay ahead, he would face them with an open heart and a renewed sense of purpose. What do you think about Gerry and Theresa already ending their 3-month-old marriage? Stay tuned for more updates.